Hi guys, today I am going to be doing an unboxing for you. I have a set of brake pads and rotors, front and rear, for a 2009 Volvo S60 2.5T, front wheel drive only. The brake pads on the front, or the brake rotors in the front of this car is a 286 millimeter and rear 288 millimeter. I have chosen to use Max Advanced Brake products from maxbrakes.com. I got these on Amazon. I've been watching them for a while to see what kind of reviews they would get, and they seem to be getting pretty favorable reviews. So I decided to take the plunge and get some. And I even, since they are only about 25 or 30 bucks more, instead of the standard rotors, I went with the slotted and cross drill rotors. So let's see what's in the box. Some packing material, some ceramic brake pads. I want the ceramics because I want low dust. The box is pretty. Let's see what the pads look like. Take a quick look. Pads look like any other pad. They look pretty good. Really, the proof is in the trying them out though, so we'll put those back in there. And get one of the rotors here. Slotted and drilled rotors. This, I believe, is the rear. That's what the arm is, I do believe. This box was lighter, so I expect the rear rotors to be lighter. Let's see what they look like. Yeah, the rear ones are not finned. That's why. This is a heavy rotor, though. Nice. It looks really nice. The feel is nice. They've even taken the time to clean most of the grease off. Everything is polished. There's no sharp edges. You got your slots, your cross drilling and all that. Feels good, looks good. It's a nice looking rotor. So there's my rears. Let's put this away. See what these front ones look like. Pads are pretty much going to be the same. I believe the pads are the same. I'm not sure. Interesting. Oh, check this out. To fit them in, he took them out. No, these are not the same. These are heavier, much heavier. These are bigger than what the rears are. Again, same looking pad, nice and meaty. Looks like it has a nice plate. Looks good. Let's see what these rotors look like.
Take drum roll.
I like this low noise, low dust. That's why I got them. I like the ceramics a lot because without them you get a lot of brake dust. These are going to look a lot similar, except these fronts are finned for dissipating heat. These are sand casted, it looks like. That's that rough look is indicative of a sand cast. Otherwise, they look real similar. This is interesting. I don't know if a standard rotor has this separation here. I'll have to see when I get my rotor off. So this is going to go on the car like this, and this outer piece is held by this, and there's nothing to connect it there. Interesting. So it's a good looking piece though. Heavy, really heavy. Ugh, my daughter's trying to hold it with one hand and it's really heavy.
That's really heavy.
Shipping weight for 2 rotors and pads was 35 pounds for the front rotors and 28 pounds for the rears. Does that say 20? Yeah, 28 pounds for the rears. So that's what they look like unboxed. They look like a pretty good product. We'll get them installed and see. I'm going to make a separate video for that. We'll do how to install these on the front, how to install these on the back. But I'll follow this up with how these perform overall as well. So I know this is a relatively new company. I've never heard of them before. It's out of Canada. They look to be pretty good. You know, initial quality that I see, they're pretty good. Let's get them put on and find out. See you guys in a little bit. Okay, here we have part 2 of the unboxing video for these rotors. This is what they look like when they're installed on the car. See if I can get... This is the fronts, and you notice the grooves and everything angling toward the front of the car. And here we've moved back down to the rear. And you notice the grooves are pointing in the opposite direction. They're pointing toward the rear of the car. Why is that? Is there a difference? Does it make any difference at all? I've heard people ask that. And it depends on the rotor type. The rears are just a single disc. There is no cooling fins in between them. On those, it makes no difference whatsoever. They do their job no matter which way they're pointing. The fronts, it depends on your rotor, and I'm going to show you this high-tech graphic I've got to show the difference. And here is my high-tech device. It's a Frisbee. But if you look, see the lines that I've drawn on there? That is a standard rotor. Your cooling fans or fins between the inner and outer wear surface for the rotor on most rotors point just straight out. It's concentric, not concentric, it's radial from center straight out. There's no angling or anything. On those, it doesn't matter which way those drills or slots are pointed. It does the job either direction. Now, on some of your high-end rotors, your cooling fins inside look like this. They are slanted one direction or the other. If I remember correctly, these want to point toward the back of the vehicle. And you'll usually have where your cooling fins point one way and your slots and drills point in the other direction. Like this would be, in that case, designed for the driver's side of the car so that these can point backwards. If you have high-end rotors like this, yes, it makes a difference. Otherwise, no, it does not. So anyways, back to the unboxing. I'm pleased so far with the way these look and perform. When you first put them on, they are noisy as all get out. As that pad seats itself in or beds itself to that rotor, that sucker is noisy. Not squeaky or anything like that, but you can hear that sucker grinding. I've only driven it a couple of days, and that's beginning to even itself out. We'll have to see about
the dust, because I'm already noticing some dust build up right there, and these are advertised as low dust. So I'm going to clean these rims today. I'll give my car a wash, it needs it, and we'll find out whether or not that was just the rotors bedding themselves in, or the pads bedding themselves in, or what. So far, they seem to be really nice though. The stop, the feeling that they give to you when you stop is really nice. So far, I have to say they are recommended. They're thumbs up.
Good morning. We're back for the third and final installment in the Max Brakes unboxing and review. We've been running the brakes, the front rotors and pads for about a week now. So far they've been fantastic. Very smooth. Initial pedal press is very smooth, very gentle. I thought with a cross-drilled and slotted rotors they might really grab hard and sudden, but they're not. They're really smooth. Probably the smoothest rotors and pad combination set I've ever had. So very impressed with them so far. Here's a good test. It's been a week, like I said, and we've had the pads bed in. The first few days they are really noisy as they bed into the rotors and they get that rough surface off the pad, and you do end up with some brake dust. I don't know if you can see the difference there. I don't like brake dust. That's one thing I got these. So hopefully as these pads bed in, that goes away. If not, I'll be replacing the pads. I don't like brake dust, but I think that's just the initial bed in. We'll continue running them. So far they've been great rotors though. I would definitely recommend these. They look great on the car. They perform great, and the price is definitely right. So thanks for watching, and if I get something else to review for you guys, I'll let you know. Thanks much.